Hello, I'm Seth Johnson with Land to House. So I get a question quite often, and that is, can you run one ram pump into a tank and then run a second ram pump from that tank to get even further up a hill? Well, I've got a pump set up and we're going to see how well that works. So let me go over here and I'll show you what the first pump looks like. Pump 1 has about 5 feet of head down a 1 1/4 pipe. Comes down to the pump here. Then it has a garden hose that comes out here and heads up the hill. Not exactly sure what the elevation is, but probably somewhere around 20 feet. So after 250 feet of garden hose, we're going to cut up the hill here. Okay, now here is 5-gallon bucket. You can see the water pouring in here. And I've got the drive pipe for the next pump here. So we've got some loss happening here, but it looks like the pump is using more than that flow right there. So at this point, I'm going to guess somewhere around 25 feet, maybe more. So let's follow this drive pipe and move up to the next pump. So the feet of head for the next pump is approximately 5.5 to 6 feet. Comes down here. Okay, so it goes from 1 1/4 to 1/2 inch pump. So let's follow that. Got a 100-foot delivery pipe here. Comes up the hill. So from the pump, probably only gaining about 10 feet maybe 15. Perhaps more than that. So here's the output of the second pump. You can see I actually have it going up here to this branch. So, well, let's see here. That is probably 8.5 foot there. So let's see where we meet eye level here. Okay, roughly there. So that's another 6 feet. Alright, so let's say we're adding another 15 feet up to that delivery pipe. We'll do a gallons per minute on this pump and then see if the other pump will reach that same spot and do a gallons per minute on it. So let's do that real quick. So I've got this little container with some tape on it. We've used this before for some videos. And I'm just going to time how long it takes this to reach the bottom here, this bottom line of the tape. "10 seconds. "20 seconds. Still a good bit of water. 30 seconds. Alright, we're going to call that 40 seconds. So I simply took the garden hose out of this bucket and put it together and then ran it up to the same exact spot as the other delivery pipe. So let's go see what the flow is up here. Now here is a test of just the 1 1/4 pipe itself. "10 seconds. 15. All right, 15 seconds. So we have a difference of 40 seconds versus 15 seconds. So because the 1/2-inch pump is so much smaller, you get a significant less flow from that pump. Now, if you were only dealing with 1 gallon a minute in your creek or spring, the 1/2-inch is the way to go. But looking at these results, what I would say, it's better to have the 1 1/4 pump fill a really big tank and then run another 1 1/4 pump from that tank, just because of the difference in volume. I hope this video was helpful in your decision on what size ram pump to use. Now remember, if you would like to purchase your own ram pump, I have several different sizes for sale at landhouse.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Seth Johnson with Land House, and I will see you next time. Bye.